life is because the enemy want to distract you from where you're about to go. But somebody ought to just get excited and tell your enemy, say, listen here, where I'm going is greater than where I've been. And where I've been has been preparing me for where I'm about to go. Because I'm in.
What's up, everybody? Listen, I'm back. Good morning to some and good afternoon to others. There's some people that's in the morning. It's maybe in the East Coast. Tawana, well, it's good morning to you, Tawana. Good afternoon to Mother Clotia. There are some people that are on the West Coast. There's some people that's on in Louisiana. Then there's some people that's in the mid. Then there's some people that's right here in Atlanta with me. And so I want to say good morning, good afternoon to each and every one of you. We know what today is. Today is Tuesday. It's an amazing day. It's a phenomenal day. I'm excited. And once again, to all of the veterans that served in the military, whatever branch you might have served, we want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. And may God keep you forever and ever. Amen. Now, listen, I know y'all saw the title. Y'all saw the title. Let's not play like we didn't see the title. Y'all saw the title. Y'all saw the title. The title, y'all saw it. The title says, I spoke about it this morning at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, I spoke about it this morning, and I want to get out to go back again and talk about it again and whatnot. The title says, learn to be done. Not mad, not bothered, just done. Protect your peace at all costs. And when we look at that, we look at the story of Naomi, Ruth, Naomi, and Orpah. And we know that this woman was the mother-in-law, and she had two daughters, and these two daughters that she had, both of her sons died. And so she decided to go back to her own land, go back to the land where she belonged, where she have inheritance, or where she can just prosper in some sort kind of way. And on her way going back to that land, there was a bit of team player. Sometimes you got to know how to play on the team, and then sometimes playing on the team isn't always fair for some people. Some people plays on the team when it's fair, when it's a fair game. And then some people don't play on the team when it's not fair game. I watch sometime when MJ have, when he's by himself, he's playing, or he's playing with his dad, or he's playing with me, or he's playing with someone as an adult. And he know he's the only kid. And so because he's the kid, we're going to be very lenient on him. And we're going to be challenging, but very lenient. And what happens is he can deal with that. But sometimes MJ can't deal with when you have people on your same equal, same leverage, where both of you all have to be challenging but lenient on each other and stuff. And it become a very combative in a sense, mentally, not physically. And so sometimes you hear a child say, or MJ or whoever may say, they don't want to give me the toy. Well, it's your toy. You invited them over, and they should have a right to play with your toys because you are the inviter. You invited. You're the host. You're hosting this gathering. You requested for them to come. And because of his immature state, he doesn't understand at the moment that, hey, I got to share, or I have to be a team player, regardless of how much his father or I or his mom say, share, MJ, or whoever the child may be, share. We can say it, but until that person comes to the understanding what team playing is and how important it is to share, all we doing is saying words. All we doing is making an announcement. And an announcement that have no clarity, no understanding, no developing is because of the individual isn't mature enough to be able to handle the word share, or the word play together, or the word come on, be communable, or come on, be on the team, or come on, be on time. We have adults that don't know and understand what's being on time simply mean. So here you have the book of Ruth. You have Ruth and Orpah. Ruth and Orpah was two women of Moab. They had married the two sons of Elimelech and Naomi, the Judeans, who had settled in Moab to escape a famine in Judah. The husband of all three women died. Naomi plans to return to her native home, Bethlehem, and urge her daughter-in-laws to return to their families. Now, here is Naomi saying, I'm going back to my place. And I want you all to be comfortable, and I want you all to know that I love you. I don't have any more sons. I'm old. I don't have any more sons to give you. But if you want to come, you can. If not, I do understand. Now, Ruth says, your God will be my God. Your people will be my people. Your land is going to be my land. Why? Because Ruth understood that coming into covenant with her husband means I come into covenant with the contractual blessing. Now, watch this. Orpah didn't understand that, or maybe she did and just did not want to be. And today we have two type of people in the church. We have two type of people in the church. We have two type of people in the pulpit. We have two type of people on the praise and worship. Two type of people. We have the Naomis in church, and then we have the Orpahs in church. Come on. We got the Orpah say, well, no, I understand. Your husband Chilian is dead now. I was faithful to you, and I was faithful to your son, and faithful to my father-in-law, and Ruth, I was faithful to you because you my sister-in-law. But guess what, baby? I'm going back to my land. I'm going back to where I belong. And watch this. The Bible says that Orpah decided to go back home, and Naomi didn't give her no beef, didn't give her no lips. Come on. There's coming a time in the reopening of the church that we as leaders going to have to accept the fact that we're just going to have to let the Orpahs do what the Orpahs want to do. Come on. Listen, that doesn't mean you don't love them. That doesn't mean that you don't care about them. Listen, there is some Orpahs in your life. There can be a Naomi and an Orpah inside of a marriage, inside of your children, among your siblings. You and your mom and dad can become an Orpah and a Naomi. Your mom and dad may have a Naomi mentality, and the child may have an Orpah mentality. I want to go and sky out the land. I want to go and do me. I want to go find out what else is out here. I want to go and find out what else I can conquer into or join into. I just don't want to be stuck right here. Give me my chance to do whatever it is that I want to do. But watch this. Naomi and her husband Elimelech left Bethlehem because of the famine, and took their land took their children, his family, to a place where there will be substance. Now, watch this. Going back, all Orpah remember is the story of what her father-in-law told him. We left because there were some issues where we come from. And Orpah was saying this, I'm not sure that once I get there, all is going to be well. I'm not sure that once I get there, that I will be able to have land or have substance or have some kind of benefits there. It's because, remember, Naomi, you left there to come to the land in which I live in. It's because your land, that was a famine, that was a shortage, that was a need. You needed food, so your husband took you to my land, and now I'm going to leave my land to go with you to a land that was nothing in their beginning. See, sometimes people judge you because of the state you come from. The state of being, the state of mind, the state of conscience, the state of awareness. People will judge you according to the state of which you come from. And people don't know that you might escape the place where you come from, and God might have revitalized or restored or rekindled so that you can go back. Now, I'm a firm believer, and just me, and you don't have to impose this on nobody else because you have your own opinion, and my opinion, and that's as well as your opinion. Everybody has an opinion. It's just like a butthole, and you know what a butthole do? It stinks, right? Okay, so you don't have to take my opinion. If I leave a state, I'll go back to visit. I'll go back in fellowship. I'll go back and shop. But going back to live, I'm not backtracking. I'm pressing. I have a Paul mentality. I'm pressing towards the mark of a high calling. Now, if you are locally and God has stayed you there and allow you to be stuck there, because some people are stuck where they was born. They can't leave no other places because their mindset. And it's not that God will you to be stuck there. You're stuck there and God have to allow you to stay there because mentally you don't want to change. The state of consciousness, the state of awareness, you don't want to change. You don't want to develop your mind. You don't want to develop the state of which you are in. You've kept comfortable because you know that demon. You know that spirit. You know how it operates. You know how it functions. You know when it's going to pop up, when it's going to leave. You know how long it's going to stay. You know how long it's going to hurt. You know how long. Come on. You know all of you fully aware of a lot of things. So you become lackadaisy in those things. And God never called you to be lackadaisical. He didn't call you. He called you to be a pursuer. He called you to be a conqueror. He called you to be a warrior. He called you to pursue. And without a fail, you will recover. Come on. So watch this. So you look back and you see how Naomi went back to her land and Ruth followed her, but Oprah went back to her land. Now watch this. Sometime backtracking, and majority of times when you have a backtrack or look back in your spirit, I'm gonna help y'all. The Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. The Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. We got to be very careful how we listen to people that are very double-minded. Today, I feel like going back to Cali. I feel like going back to Cali. Today, I feel like going back to Cali. Tomorrow, I feel like going back to New Orleans. I feel like going back to New Orleans. The next day, I'm going back to Chicago. I don't like it over here. Then you look at me, it's fine. I changed my mind. I guess I'm just going to stay because I'm going back for what? You know, all of this backtracking, double-minded, unstable. And a double-minded man is, the Bible calls you unstable. Unstable what? In all of your ways. Every decision, every choice, every moment you have, you're going to be so unstable and so undefined that you will never be able to walk in what it is the Father have called and is calling you. Why? Because you're undefined. There is no definition of who you are. There is no definition to your destiny. There is no definition to your purpose or your plan. There is no definition to your existence. You exist on the behalf of the stream of someone else. You have no defining. You have no development. There's some who will stay right where they are. They will stay exactly right where they are because they'll have no defining. They can't launch no farther. They can't go no farther because you know why? They haven't been done where they are. Come on, you're not done where you are, and you'll never be able to transition and make kingdom and positive move till you learn how to be done where you are. Done, D-O-N-E, where you are. A lot of us are not done where we are. We're just starting in the debauchery. We're just starting in the failure. We're just starting in the chaos and the dramatic moment and the trauma. We just started developing the trauma in our life. Been there 25 years, but you're still just starting. You're just starting to accept that this is where you are after 25 years. No. Jesus stayed in the grave 72 hours, 3 days, and he got up. Anything that's still in your life after 72 hours, you have created. You are at fault of whatever is still in your life after 72 hours. If a man cheat on you and you still with that man after 72 hours and he cheat on you again at the 73rd hour and you still stuck there, that man not crazy, you crazy. If that woman done cheated on you or have mistreated you or dogged you out after 72 hours and you have not found a regimen or a strategy or a plan, and God have not give you a marital or a relational strategy or restructuring of ability, and you still in that and it's being repetitiveness is still there concerning what you're going through or what you've been coming out. You had a conversation and it's still there. It's still mandy-pamby. It's still mandam. You're still stuck. Come on. And you're still there. I know people that's been on drugs for 25 years and they want to come out right here. But right here, they're comfortable because you know why? It gives them the ability to function in somebody else's storyline, It gives them ability. See, some people so undefined that they've gotten to the place, watch this, Gretchen, they're so undefined that they got to the place that as long as I'm all right being a storyline in PJ's hymn book, I'm good. As long as I can be a praise in PJ hymn book, in Juan's hymn book, as long as I can be a conversation piece in Juan's sermon, I'm satisfied. When that's so demonic, God didn't raise you up to be satisfied in another man's hymn book. You're not a praise. You're not a lyric in another man's hymn book. Come on. But you are a praise and a lyric on the team of praise and worship, or the team of the hymnal. We're doing this together. And some people have gotten so stagnated and so stifled. They operate in a demonic stifling. Because this is where I am comfortable. I know this place. You want me, Juan, you want me to come up out of this, but what you don't understand, I really like this place. I like being dogged out by people. I like being disfranchised and disassociated by people. I like it when people talk about me. I like it when people think that they have to be the rule and the guidelines, somebody, the thumb of rule for me. I like it because what you don't understand is I really can't do it for myself, or I don't want to do it for myself. So it's all right, PJ, if you fight the battle for me. It's all right if you do it, because guess what? Then I can always blame you that you're the reason why, Pastor Juan, that you fixed my life and you fixed my situation. You told me what to do. And you know what I can do when somebody stand up and asks me something? I can blame it on you. Or I can blame it on my mother. I can blame it on my father. Yeah, you may be here on earth, blame it on me. Or you may be here on earth and blame it on your mother and your father. But here on the earth realm, the Bible says there's a law of gravity. Whatever a man sow, that shall he also reap. Be not deceived. God isn't mocked. What a man sow, you're going to reap. So if you sow blame on me, you're going to reap a lifestyle full of blame. And people are going to always blame you. But I blame you for letting him do that to us. I blame you for thinking that you have he had the right to be able to control us or to be functional. You gave him that right. No. So see where the blame goes? They blaming you that you gave me or whoever that right. No. Pump your brakes, dumb bristle. I need you to pump your brakes. Don't blame the individual that's put the blame on somebody else. Because see, here's the key. You are the creation of why he or she can't open up her mouth or his mouth and tell you the truth. Because when they was talking to you, you failed to listen to them. When they was talking to you, you always became manipulative. You know, there's a thing that I learned when I was taking nursing school. I learned a thing called curving. And there was a psychological script that I read. And I've also learned this when I was in LA, when I was going to Southwest College. I took that unit class at Southwest College when I first got to LA. And that thing was called a curving. It's a method that psychologists use. They curve the narratives. They don't change the narrative. They don't direct the narrative. They curve the narrative. And a lot of psychologists use that curving method as a methodologist to curve the conversation and say, okay, I see what you're saying, but this is what you really want me to see. And so what they do, they curve it and they make them see the wrong while they're trying to mix, why the one that's taking the treatment. Like for instance, I'm trying to make somebody see the wrong people do to me. But then a psychologist will say, let me curve this and show him his wrong. Let me curve it and show. And a lot of times people in relationship, in marriages, as pastors, in praise and worship, leaders, people generally will curve you. I got people at my church are very good at curving stuff. Yeah. Yes, sir. It is sad to say, but yeah, you know, the church operating 85% of witchcraft. With our anointed self, what I seen through the muddy waters self, we can see through muddy waters, we can prophesy, preach like Paul, and sing like angels. and we got wisdom and knowledge, and we got this, and we got God, God speak to them, and God speak to you, and God speak to us, and all of this. But we operate, the church operate in 85% of witchcraft. I promise you the church does. I promise you the church operate in witchcraft strong, and it's the spirit of curving. You will curve the narrative. Somebody's giving you instruction, but you will curve the narrative because you want them. You know they see you. You know they've been exposed for the issues that's inside of their heart. Because see, you know why God precisely told us to guard our heart? Because out of it comes the issue. But do you know a lot of people in the church don't know how to cover their hearts? Because for so long they've always uncovered their hearts. Do you know why a lot of people cannot guard their heart? Because guarding their heart make them accountable. The Bible says guard your heart because out of, watch it, guard your heart. People don't mind guarding my heart. People don't mind guarding, okay, Gabby heart. Is that my niece Gabby? Pastor Wendy Smith, God bless you. God bless you. How are you in all of this corona and Rona? I hope you're doing well. Come on. A lot of people is comfortable with guarding your heart. They will guard your heart. They will guard the words in your mouth. They will tell you, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't do that. Come on, Marilyn. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't say that. But in the whole time, in their head, they're saying a lot of things about you. Don't rebuke them. Oh, come on, pastors. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. The moment you rebuke your member, and they can be the good member, that's the one that got your back, that's riding with you. Right up in here is a battle with you. Is a fight with you right in here. Why? Because a lot of people don't know how to guard their heart. Because to guard their own heart make them accountable for the action. The action. Making them accountable for the action. And there's a thing in psychology called curve. It's a curve methodology or curve method where the psychologist will listen to you while you're talking and then curve it. And say, okay, I see what you're saying about your mom and your dad and your sister and brother, but what part do you play? See, that's a curving. That's the curving method. That's a part of curving. Or you can be talking to your husband and you're showing your husband and you're saying, listen, I love you. I care about you. But, and the first thing he'll say is, watch the curve. You ready for the curve? Women, are you ready for the curve from your husband? You ready? Yeah, but I'm the husband. So what? So what? You're the husband. But what godship are you under? You're not saved, or you're saved but you don't obey leadership. You're saved loving God, but you don't go to church, you don't pay tithes, because in your whole mind, church is your whole ideology is church is how you see it. Come on. Excuse me, sir. You done bumped your head and you got off the short yellow bus and you need a helmet on you because you sound stupid. You sound crazy. You may be the husband, but you cannot give authority if you're not under authority. Who deputized you with authority? Because there's a lot of people that are married, but they have no adult authority because in their head, they're 13 years old, they're 9 years old. They're still trying to escape from a 9-year-old moment that they had that made them so mad and angry and made them so frustrated that they're planning on getting pregnant early to leave, or getting somebody pregnant so that they can be responsible, so that they won't be stuck on the responsibility of an adult telling them what to do, what time to get up, what time to go to bed. Did you do your homework? You're struggling in your psyche and your mental capacity, but you want to be that man, but you never learn how to brush your teeth. That man. You never learn how to get up and stop farting in the bed. That man. You didn't even learn how to take them nasty socks off that you walked all day in with flip-flop like you just got out of prison. That man. You got a wife and she want her own identity. She want her own ideology of her lifestyle, and she has a right to have her own analytical perception of her life, her own ideology moment of her life. No, because the sign of abuse is when someone take your ability to have a perception. The sign of a narcissistic demon is a person, man or woman, that will take your ability for being the love of God, walking in the love of the Father. That's signs of abuse and abandonment. See, before abuser can abuse you, they want you to abandon the places you trust and the places that are safe for you. I'm talking to men and women. You got to learn how to be done, not mad, not angry, just done. I'm talking to somebody today. You don't owe anybody an excuse why I'm leaving. Now let me clear something up, because I know how y'all church people like to do. I know y'all church people. You know, I was watching Apostle Bellard, and Apostle Bellard told me it's all right for me to leave. I can leave this church. I didn't say that, you little demon. You little demon, I didn't say that. I'm talking about your relationship that's hindering your kingdom assignment. See, a lot of y'all leave the church thinking that if I leave the church, the man is going to treat me better. Or if I leave the church, the woman going to treat me better. Hold up. Wait a minute. If you ain't treat me in my beginning, you showing the ham and cheese and the HE2 hockey sticks ain't going to treat me in my end right. And if anybody going to be leaving or making some decision, it won't be me. Because if I was doing this when you found me, I'm going to be doing this when you leave me. I can't get nobody to talk back to me. I'm talking better than y'all staring at me. Are you hearing me clearly? That's men and women. Listen, every day, I'm so honored that the Father's using me in this corona, in this season, this COVID-19 season. And I've been on here, y'all. Listen, I found out that I've been on live for the last 60 days, every day at 12 noon. And for the last 3 weeks, I've been on 7 o'clock in the morning and 12 noon. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? I'm getting people calling me about their relationship with their moms and dads, their children, their husband and wives, relationships on their job, relationship with their own self. I'm getting people saying, man, where are you? Where do you exist? Where have you ever been? Who are you? I had someone from Canada. To somebody inbox them and say, take a look at this man picture, at this man video. And I want you to go back and look at every video that you can find on him, on his page. And I want you to listen to this man. You are in Canada. This man is in Atlanta. This man don't know you. I don't know him. But this man is giving you your answer every day at 12 noon concerning the moment of your life. Because see, the Father is giving me stuff. He be downloading stuff on me. Because see, the church ain't ready for the next movement of God. The church isn't ready for the next movement of God. Because the church for so long have been the Orpah. You know, Naomi, Ruth, and Orpah. The church had been Orpah. Orpah was the one long-necked, head stood. Watch this. I searched it out. Orpah is a Hebrew name meaning long neck or a fawn. Is a woman mentioned in the book of Ruth in the Hebrew Bible. She was from the Moabites, from Moab, and she was the daughter-in-law of Naomi and the wife of Chilion. After the death of her husband, Orpah and her sister-in-law Ruth wished to go with to Judah with Naomi, but Orpah changed her mind. I want you to be a Ruth and a Naomi. I want you. See, Naomi says, I'm done. I've done what I'm supposed to do. I don't have any more kids. I'm not mad. I don't hate anybody. I'm just done. And I'm going to protect my peace. And Ruth looked at it and said, your land is my land. Your people are my people. Your God is my God. Come on. And the Bible says she followed Naomi. And because she stayed on the team with Naomi, she got her Boaz. The Bible really never talked, unless you do some deep studies, about Orpah no more. See, some of y'all want to stay stuck in Moab, where you are. See, because they was from Moab, and Chilion and his father and Naomi and them all went there, and these children grew up and married women there. That woman never left her land. She said, why would I go and leave my land when y'all came here and there were some issues in the land y'all go? It's not no guarantee that something is going to be effective when y'all get there. And Ruth says, well, then if it's not, it's going to be better than what we got right here. At least I can try. At least I can make some efforts. At least I can think about making change. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. The pain of change never supersedes the pain of staying the same. It don't hurt you to kill your mama's spirit. It don't hurt you to kill your daddy's spirit. It don't hurt you to kill your family DNA. See, killing and destroying their spirit doesn't disassimilate you from them. It makes you see different from them. The way they see it, you say, no, I get it. I get that's how we was raised. But this is not right. And I'm going to let you know this isn't right. This ain't the will of God. See, my families are alcoholic. Did I drink before? Yep. I got a stomach like steel. I used to mix with clear liquor and dark liquor together. My family got drug addicts in it. Have I ever smoked weed? Yep. Have I ever started cocaine? Yep. Have I ever popped pills? Yep. But I came to myself. My father told me, he said, son, I said, yes, sir. He said, the day you kill the spirit of your mother and forgive your father, he said, you'll find yourself advanced in the kingdom of God like never before. God will never be able to use you as long as you got the DNA of which you exist from. And I said, Dad, well, what do you mean? He said, if any man be in Christ, he becomes a new creature. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your sister, not your brother. And the moment you kill that spirit, then you can't depend on them to be there to celebrate you, because you became a son in the kingdom, a daughter in the kingdom. Do my mother come to my church every Sunday? Nope. Well, maybe she doesn't live. Nope. My mother lives right here in Atlanta. My mother don't come to my church every Sunday. Do my mother watch my live every day? No. Do she come out? She'll come every now and then, pop in. I got family members right here that live in another state that follow me every day. As soon as I pop on, they're on. I got some that go in and say, hey, I caught you today. I saw you today, nephew. I saw you today, cousin. They'll come in. But am I angry with my mom? No. Am I angry with my sisters? No. I got 4 sisters. Do they come on my live? No. Can my life help them? Yes. But I had to understand that when I separated myself from them and become done, then guess what? God brought me to a place where I don't need their validation anymore. I'm not validity. My validity doesn't come because they follow me. So I can't hate them. I love them. I can't hate them, judge them, and make them feel shame because they're not there. That's okay. It's okay for them not to be there. Why? It's because when the moment Ruth decided to follow Naomi, she found what she was really longing for. She found what she lost. See, people don't want to follow the kingdom sons and daughters. People don't want to follow kingdom leaders. Because you know why? It makes you lose things following the kingdom. Jesus said it. He said, if a man forsake his mother and father, sister, and brothers for my sake, you'll gain them. The reason why some of us can't gain people in our family, some reasons are because we have never let them go. Other reasons are God don't want them there anymore because they will be a hindrance to you. Remember what I told you when my son was dying, and the Lord said to me, I'll let him tell you. They pronounced my child dead before I got there. When I got to the hospital, I picked that boy up and set him on my lap. I said, God, you're not about to do this to me. I'm about to mess up your reputation. God said, I'll let him tell you. And when he told me, short breath, very fragile, weak, he said, let me go. I'm a hindrance to your assignment. That thing rocked my God-given sanctified moment. Did you hear what I just said? That thing rocked my God-given sanctified moment. It's because I had to hear what I was in love with, my child. I had to hear what I love so much say to me, let me go, because I am a hindrance to your assignment. And there's a moment that none of us would ever tell our children, let us go so you can be God. Now, there are some people want to be let go. Because that's the reason they say, well, he let me go, so that's why I left the ministry. You know, he told me I can go. He told me it wasn't working, so I can leave the ministry. And there's some pastors had to say that. Because you know why? Deep in those pastors' heart, those pastors didn't want to let you go. Deep down in those pastors' heart, those pastors really loved you and care about you and cherish you. And God spoke to them and told them, rock with them to the dying end. But there are some people would contemplate in their head and contemplate in their mind about walking away and leaving what God called them to. Because you know why? Being accountable to what God called me to is more frightening than being accountable to what I can control. Good God in Zion. I felt that down in the city of my soul. Being accountable to what God called me to can be very frightening. But being accountable to the thing that I can control is easy. I can control this. I can go see my mother anytime I want. I can go see my sisters anytime I want. I talk to them. I talked to my mother this morning on the phone. When I tell you I have killed a lot of things in my life, I don't have to ever go and sit with families and have lunch, have dinners. I love them. I don't have to do that. My grandfather raised me. My grandmother raised me. And that's not, my grandmother went to see her sister. Me and my grandma used to go and see my great auntie all the time. You heard what I said? Me and my grandmother went to see her sister all the time. Ask me how many times me and my grandfather went to visit somebody. My grandfather brother would come and visit him. Oh, Isaac, what's up? I saw you outside, just stop by. And sometimes I used to sit between my grandfather's legs when I was a young boy, and he said, what do he want? Lord have mercy. Then when my uncle would come, he would say, Connie, what you want, Connie? And it's not that my grandfather didn't love his brother. My grandfather loved his brother. But that was just the type of man he was. He just didn't visit people's houses. My stepdad never visit people out. He went to see about his mama, but he went always with his brothers and sisters all the time. And see, those are the kind of men I grew around. My uncles, they weren't always at my grandmother's house all the time. Hey, mama, how you doing? Fine. They'll come on a Sunday, or come on a weekend barbecue. Then maybe 3-4 hours, they're gone because they had their own lives. And the Bible teaches that when a man leave his mother and father, he's to cleave to his wife. It's not always that man is going to be available for his mom. Now, he's the only child, then that's a story that wife have to understand. Well, you know, he's the only child. I got to be there for my mother-in-law because my husband is the only child she has, right? But if it's not, you know, that child, that husband have to play that role on, I'm a husband now. Mama, I'm a husband. I got to do this, I got to do that. But I'm not going to forget about you. But then also that mother have to build a relationship. That father have to build a relationship with his children, with their children, so that when those children move on to get married, that their spouses would have a strong relationship with their in-laws, and it as a son in love and a daughter in love. My daughter-in-law, you know, she's like my daughter. Me and her mom is like this. We like this. You know, me and my daughter-in-law mom is like this. If I be going through something, she have a dream, she'll pick up that phone and call me. If she'll be praying for me. Why? It's because we built that bonding relationship of love. We got these kids. We got a son and a daughter that's married to each other. So we got to keep a open line of communication, just in case if the enemy step in and cause demonic falls. So we as father-in-laws and mother-in-laws, we have to stand up and say, because they're still our children in love. And we got to rock with our children. We got to love our children. We got to be there and not be partial because that's my daughter. Because guess what? You know what you raised. Hello, here's somebody. Don't be partial, because that's me and my son was in the house talking about it the other day. He said, Pops, today my son do something to somebody's child, I'm going to make him be accountable. Yes, sir. And that's why I tell Mary, I tell my son, no. Because see, some people, you was only supposed to be their friend. But y'all jumped up and started sleeping with these people. God was only allowing you to be that person's friend, so that person can vent to you, so that person can talk to you, that person can share things to you. But what did you do? You use your moment to having a sexual encounter with that person. And now that person is so broken because on the inside they was vulnerable, they was gullible, they was needing attention, and now all of a sudden you have given them sexual attention, and now they think you're supposed to be their husband. Whether or not the sex was good or not, they think you're supposed to be their husband. And then what happens? Now their mindset is what? You're supposed to be my husband. You're supposed to be this. You're supposed to be that. And they're angry. They're frustrated. They're mad. Because you done touched them in an illegal way. An ungodly way. And now that person's going through life. Now you've gotten to the place that I'm done. Watch it. I'm done. I'm done with all this foolishness. I ain't got time for this. Ain't nobody going to be holding me hostage to nothing. I'm done. Come on. I'm done. I'm not mad. I'm not bothered. I'm just done. But that's the wrong I'm done. Because see, you're the creativity of all of this. Come on. You can't control nobody. Especially when you don't like to be controlled. You can't tell people what to do when you don't like to be told what to do. When you have a problem with accepting advice from people, don't try to give advice to nobody. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. And be quiet. Mind your own doggone business. If you don't like to take advice, don't give advice. If you don't like to be conversational with people and be honest when people tell you, you hurt me, well, how I hurt you? I was only trying to tell you what I know is right. I'm just trying to help you. No, you weren't trying to help me. See, that's a curve mentality. You done curved the fact that you know you done messed up. And now you want to put the blame on somebody else. The devil isn't like no more can shut up. Shut it up. Shut it up right now. And you about to have a shut up moment and you're going to hear what I got to say. Because you done ticked me off and I told you that I didn't like this in the beginning. See, that's why I'm single today. I ain't got time for these games. Ain't nobody going to cheat on me. You cheat on me one time, it's done. Ain't no forgiveness. And listen, I'm going to forgive you. I'm not forgetting. Because forgetting don't comes with forgiveness. Forgetting what you done don't come with forgiveness. I'm going to forgive you, but I'm always going to know what you did to me. And there's a chance you might do it again. Because see, you only apologizing. And you know the first thing when somebody say when they get busted, what they say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Remember that. I'm sorry. Good for nothing. Never expect anything good to come out of me. And I will be doing that again to you. So guess what? Since that's your mindset, you a sorry Negro, a sorry individual. So I'm going to forgive you. I'm not going to forget. I need you to pack up your bags and I need you to get up out of here. Nope, I'm not counting up 10 things on this side and 10 things on that side. I'm not doing what Tyler Perry said, Madea said. Put on one piece of paper, write everything that was good. And then on another piece of paper, write everything that is bad. And if it's the good outweigh the bad, stick with it. No, that's not my theory. I'm not imposing it on nobody. You do whatever you want to do because this is my opinion, what I'm about to say right here. No, you cheated. I don't know how long you've been cheating. I don't know if you did it for a long time, if this is your first time. I don't know, because right now there's no trust barrier anymore. Because I don't know how long you've been doing that. You might have been cheating in your heart. You might have been cheating in your mind. You might have been cheating while you're laying up with me, in the bed with me, being intimate with me. You could have been thinking about somebody else. Because see, cheating started up in here first before it become physical. So let me say this. So before I have to deal with these trust issues that you have now created, it's best that you go your way and I go my way. And I'm gonna use this old cliche. Let a thing go and let it fly away. If it's meant to come back, it'll come back. If not, I'm gonna move on. You're gonna move on. No. Don't cheat on me. Don't cheat on me because I'm gonna teach you how to cheat. I'm gonna teach you how to cheat. See, because if you cheat on me, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cheat with your best friend. I'm trying to tell you, see, y'all don't like the truth. Y'all don't like the truth. See, I'm a pastor and I talk real issues and reality because too many people is crazy. Too many. I'm telling you, listen, I'm going to show you how to cheat. I'm going to show you Shay Johnson, listen. Gloria Bridges didn't raise no fool over here. Now, I don't know about you and Mary Bell, but this fool over here, no indeed, no buddy. You cheat on me, I got something for you. I got something for you. You ain't gonna like what I got for you. And it's no coming back. It's no turning back. It's no nothing. So that's why when I'm in a relationship, I lay everything on the table. And I say, now listen, see what we're talking about right here? If you err from this, it's going to be a problematic moment. I am telling you. You got to be real. You got to be, and then you got to stick to your guns. Because see, people would try you. See, you forgive them. You've been forgave folks, and folks would try you. Oh, she forgave me. I made them. Oh, so I'm going to learn a better strategy next. Oh, he forgave me. I'm going to learn a better strategy next. No. It ain't going to be no better strategy. No. Because see, the moment I find out that you cheating, or the moment I find out you did something, I don't care if you're a sanctified priest, as the archbishop of the universe. I got something for you. This is done. We are done, Catawba. Catawba, your little bro is done. We are done. Maryland, your bro is done. Tawana, I'm telling you, because I'm going to be locked up in jail smoking cigarettes. And I don't like cigarettes. But I'll be locked up in jail. Are you hearing me? Because, see, people will only do to you what you let them do to you. That's include family, church folks, and relationship. People will do to you what you let them do. Learn to be done, not mad, not bothered, just done. Learn that. Learn that I'm not mad with you, but we're done. This marriage go no further. No, we don't need no marriage counseling. No. Because see, what y'all church people not going to do, what y'all church people is not going to do, what y'all church people is not going to do, is make me go to counseling. And then when I go to counseling, then all of a sudden, I got to go to the counseling. See, watch this. Let me say this. Sister Catawba. You my girl. You know I rock with you. You know you my girl. I rock with you. Sometimes men don't like counseling because men don't want people in their business. You better be very careful with a man that don't want to take counseling. Baby, we can work it out. That's a spirit of manipulation. That is a spirit of manipulation and control, and that's a spirit of witchcraft. That is a spirit of witchcraft. When that man don't want to go take counseling, don't want consultation, just want you and him. Baby, we can work this out by ourselves. We've been trying to work this out by myself. I worked it out with my legs open. I worked it out in bubble bath. I worked it out putting stilettos on, almost broke my ankles and bust my face. I done hung on chandeliers. I done put chocolate syrup on your chest. I done put ice cream. I done cook you some fine meal. You know, I did all that stuff. I went beyond the call of duty to be a husband or wife. And it still ain't worked out. This stuff ain't worked out. You don't want to work this stuff out. You don't want to go to counselors because you want to control the narratives. No, so I'm not going to allow these church people to make me feel like I'm stuck in this. The Bible said that for me to present my body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is his reasonable service. No, I am supposed to be presenting my body. I can't present my body with black eyes and bust up lips. I can't present my body if I'm mentally distressed. No, that's the devil and his mammy. And we're going to bind that thing, man. We're going to bind that spirit. The devil is a lie. I don't care what nobody say. You're not stuck in these relationships. I speak to children. Honey, listen. You're not going to abuse me. I told my kids, I said, listen, child. Did you get abused by me? I told my daughter, did I ever call you out your name? The first time a man called you out your name, that's a step that he's getting ready to beat the living hell out of you. And I'm going to be locked up in jail. So don't ever let me hear you tell me a man called you out your name, because I'm going to jail. I'm telling you. I had a situation that somebody called my niece out of her name. And I'm having a moment right now just thinking about it. Because I don't play that. I don't play that name calling. I don't play that a man calling a woman all out her name. You calling her every bee and every slut and every whore and all of this. She wasn't all that when you was laying up with her. I have a problem with a woman calling a man all that. Calling him stupid, dumb, ignorant. You stupid. That's why I'm going to find me another man. Come on. I disagree with relationship. A man or a woman disrespecting their mate. I don't believe that you should be having a conversation with your wife or your husband or your girlfriend or your boyfriend and you're using profanity. Because see, using profanity while you're talking to me gonna get you punched in your mouth. And I'll be waiting for your brothers and your mama and your daddy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be waiting. See, let me tell you something. I belonged to this church one time. He was a bishop. And I loved my bishop. And I was dating his daughter, right? And you know, I came from this a sanctified church. They didn't wear clothes, they didn't do all this stuff, this stuff. And I've always was a dresser. I've always been a dresser. So and she had a little beautiful hair. So I had my sisters and friends and stuff, you know, and at that time I used to wear finger waves, right? I used to get to wear the finger waves in my hair. And so I would take her to the shop and they would dress her up and all kind of stuff like that. And I was a minister in the Lord's church and all of this stuff like that, praise and worship leader, all of that, traveling with the bishop. And so I gave in and started dating his daughter and stuff like that because he kept on talking about how good his daughter is. And things happened and whatnot and whatnot, and we had sexual intercourses. Everything I talked about, tell y'all about, I've experienced it. That's why I got the right to talk about it. And I had sexual intercourse with this girl, right? And still go to church shouting and dancing, speaking in tongues and all that. So I understand when people be shouting and dancing, speaking in tongues, and they still got sin on them, because I used to have sin on me. So I know it's active, I know it's truth, and I know it can work. I know it can work. I know it works. God gonna use whoever's available at the moment. And at those moments I was available, I was just a nasty availability. My availability was just nasty. Like some of y'all are nasty right now, but you're just available for God. So, and God's still using you. So, watch this. But I remember I was sitting down there and I went on, and I came home one day and she was indulging with a best friend of mine. Right? So I put out. See, I wasn't having sex with I wasn't in love with my best friend. That was just my friend. My best friend. And we was cool. You know, we was from the street together and we got saved together. So I had a beef with him, but I didn't have that kind of beef. Me and you are laying up in the same bed. You using my money. Oh no, sugar. And I kept telling her to get out. She didn't want to get out of my house. So I called her dad and told her dad to come. My dad and mama came. I said, I need y'all to get out the house. I sat quiet on the end of my white leather sofa. My house was white and gold at the time. I sat on the end of that sofa with one foot. I had a coffee table, and it was a fish aquarium. A coffee table back in the day used to be fish aquariums. And I sat there and I said to this girl, get out of my house. I said, I don't want to disrespect you. I want you to get out of my house. But let's talk. No. I walked in. Ain't no conversation. No. Well, why you ain't saying nothing to him? No. See how you curving this situation? You trying to curve this situation on him when I'm talking to you. Don't worry about the judgment that's getting ready and the rat that's getting ready to come on this Negro. I need you to get up out of my house before my rat come up on you. Now, I don't believe putting my hand on nobody, because I don't want nobody putting their doggone hands on me, because I'm going to jail. But I asked and I asked. Now, y'all, I'm about to lose a whole bunch of y'all right here. So I called her daddy, the bishop, and I talked to him. I said, Bishop, I need you to come. I said, because there's a situation went on, and I walked in the house, and it's not right. I need you to come get your daughter. I need you to come, because if you don't, I'm going to be locked up in jail and she's going to be in the hospital. I'm telling you. I'm asking you to come and get out of my house. Bishop got there, the wife got there, and the brother got there. They all got there, all three of them got there, and she was on the porch and she wanted to get hot because her brother, the unsaved brother, got there. Oh, so you get balls because your unsaved brother is there, and you at my house. Okay, now that really going to make me play. So what I did was, after I explained to the daddy, explained to the mom, I said, I'm sorry, Bishop. I apologize. I'm going to be leaving your church, because as of right now, I'm no longer be a member of your church, because this is not going to paint it right? So I turned around and I said to them, I said, listen, I said, God is trying to get us into a place, right? Oh no, I told you something. I was just going to tell you, I'm going to be moving in a few minutes. I'm on Facebook, live. I'm doing something live. I'll be moving in a few minutes. Yeah. Right, got you. So I was sitting there and I was saying to him, I said, let me move before I have to have a moment again. You know, that kind of moment. You know. So watch this, because I don't want to move too much for this thing to the signal and it's storming here. So watch this. Obey the law of the land. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Obey the law of the land. So I got to this situation. I know y'all laughing at me, because that look that gave that man. So I was sitting there and I said, you gotta go. Well, they didn't want to listen. I threw everything out the front door. I became dramatic. I threw everything that belonged to her out the front door. Everything that I bought, I ripped it up on the porch. Because now when I ask you to get out and leave me alone and you fail to, it's going to be a problem. Don't get happy and don't get that show up me courage. That show me up courage. You know, when family show up, then you want to show up courage. Yeah. Don't give me that. So I ripped everything right in her face, and there I went to cussing. And who can cuss is me. I come from a sanctified, full of cussing family, you know. Who can cuss is me. And I ripped a new butthole in her. I said, Bishop, now I'm asking you to take off my porch, because when I come back out this house, it ain't no more questions. So, Sister Frame, I went in and put my jogging suit on, my tennis shoes, and everything, and a jogging shirt. Fighting time now. I came, she went off my porch. I picked her up and I threw her off the porch. I took Bishop, I picked him up and I threw him off the porch. I picked up the first lady, picked him up, threw her off the porch. The brother jumped up and I went to swinging. Listen, I'm done. I'm done. It's no more conversation. You don't cheat on me. I'm not going to cheat on you. I'm done. We're not going to do that, because it's no more coming back. Because in my head at that moment was how long this could have been done. How long have you been trying to play these games? And for me to have to sleep wondering and figuring out if this the reality? No, we're not about to do that. So what I'm getting ready to do is end this whole entire situation and never have to deal with it ever again. Why? Yeah, the first lady. Yeah. Sister Katara, the first lady had to get it too. Everybody was getting it. Everybody was getting it. I ain't had no pity on nobody. Everybody was getting it. Because when I asked you to take her out, you take her out. Don't start talking smack and getting big ghetto lips now because your brother showed up. No, I'll take a butt whipping. But if all these butcher knives in this house and everything in my house is a weapon, I don't fight fair. When we fight, I don't fight fair. So ain't no, I'm not gonna be tussling and boxing all across the room. No, we ain't doing that. I'm grabbing your hold of you, and whatever's in my hand is gonna be used as a weapon. That's it. I'm saying that to help you, because some of y'all are there. Some of you all are there. You're there. You are there. You at that place saying everybody's about to get this. You're at that place saying everybody is about to get this. I'm about to give it to everybody. I've asked you time and time, back up off of me. Leave me alone. Come on. Everybody about to get this. Everybody about to get these shoulders, like my son say. Somebody about to get this fade. You know, that's what people say in California. Somebody about to get this fade. Somebody about to get this fade right here. You know, so but some of y'all are there. So if you don't, if you don't have no control, or if you have that, you already got issues in your life, you have to rid those things that causes you to be looking at people with distrust. Come on, brothers and sisters. God didn't call you to be tormented by you. I gotta go. I gotta go. I got holy hands or hands on. That's it, Tawanda. That's it. I got holy hands or hands on. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all are not hearing me. Now you can play what it is. You can play bingo and pick which hands you want. The holy hands or these hands on. Come on. But I want you to be encouraged today. I want you to get to a place to become done with certain things, because this is a new year. We're dealing with some crazy stuff in America. And this COVID-19, it's time to be done with this. I'm so done with her, with Miss Corona and Mr. Rona. I am so done with these two ancient mamas. I'm done with them. I'm so done with them till it's done. It's not come on. It's just time to move on. But I believe that God wants us to get done as well in some of these things, to become done in some of these things that are really crazy and malfunction. All right, uppercut, Sister Frame, uppercut. Yes, sir. So listen, my time is up. I'm gonna get back to work. I love each and every one of you. I enjoyed you all today. Learn to be done. Come on. I want you to learn to be done. But I want you to do it the right way. Come on. Tell your neighbor, let's do it the right way. Learn to be done. Not mad. Not bothered. Just done. Protect the peace at all costs. And Ruth did that. She followed Naomi and she protected her peace. And when you protect your peace, you get your heart desire. The conclusion of the matter is protecting your peace gets you your heart desire. Because now Ruth And Naomi went back, Ruth followed, and now she got her Boaz. And she got what she lost again. I want you to get what you lost again. You have the rights to get what you lost again. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. You have the right to get what you lost again. All right? Listen, my time is up. I got to get back to work. I love each and every one of you. Walk in the love of God, the peace of God, the standards of God. And remember this. Don't ever look down on somebody unless you plan on picking them up. And if you miss me on there, y'all know what I say. I got my rapture clothes on. I'll catch you in there. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. Every woman that's watching me, protect your peace. Every man that's watching me, protect your peace. Every pastor that's watching me, protect your peace. You deserve to have the peace of God. You deserve it. You deserve to be peaceful pastoring them. You deserve to be peaceful married to them. Protect your peace. Just be done. Let people do what they want. Let the chips fall where they may. When it's all said and done, you still gonna have the victory. God bless you.